Hi everyone. Thank you for joining Parkinson Voice Project for today's online Speak Out Home practice session. My name is Samantha Allendary. I'm a speech language pathologist and the founder of Parkinson Voice Project. I'm here to help you establish and maintain a consistent Speak Out Home practice routine. So we want you doing your exercises every day. On Fridays, we have been featuring some of our Speak Out providers from our new Speak Out Therapy and Research Centers. Today, we do not have a guest Speak Out provider, so you have me. On Fridays, I like to do things a little bit differently. One thing I really want all of you to know about and to be using is what I call a Speak Out warm-up. Now, I'm not just talking about the May, Me, My, Mo, Moos, but I'm talking about taking 5 to 10 minutes before social engagements. Maybe you're in your car on the way to dinner, and I want you to warm up your voice. It will always be easier for you to speak with intent and conversation if you warm up your voice. So I'm going to take you through a typical Speak Out warm-up. And then we will spend some time in the e-library, and I'm going to show you some ways to use the photo cards. So we're going to get a good workout, but I want you to know about the warm-up. Let's all take a sip of water with intent. Make sure you're taking plenty of sips of water when you do these exercises. All right, for the warm-up, so pretend you're in your car and you're projecting your voice over the hood or to the car in front of you. We're going to do just 3 of these. Ready? May, me, my, mo, moo. Really connect them. Again. May, me, my, mo, moo. We're speaking out. One more time. May, me, my, mo, moo. Okay, now the next part of the warm-up is to do 3 of the ahs. Ready? Ah. Your voice is flying forward. Let's do it again. All right. And one more. Good. All right, let's take a sip of water. When I work with people with Parkinson's and related movement disorders, we always talk about this 5 to 10 minute warm-up. It's really important to do that. Maybe you do your speak out exercises typically in the morning, and then in the evening you're going to go out to dinner or get together with friends or have an important meeting, and you will do better if you warm up your voice. Now, the next part of a warm-up is the glide. So let's do 3 of those. Project a steady ah, and then really concentrate. Try to get as many little notes in there as you can. Here we go. Ah. Ah. Lots of intent. Be confident. Let's do it again. Good. One more. Good. Let's take a sip of water. The glides are challenging. The next part of a warm-up can be just to count from 1 to 10 or 1 to 20. You could do it forward and backwards. Let's start from 1 to 10, and then we'll go backwards from 10 to 1. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now I'm really lifting and projecting my voice forward. Let's start at 10 and go backward. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Don't think about your breathing, and we're not really trying to say all the numbers on one breath. You just take a breath whenever you need to. Keep the focus on projecting your voice forward. Let's do that again. 1 to 10 and 10 to 1, and we won't stop this time. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So go ahead and get some water if you need it. We are basically waking up the muscles. We are reminding the respiratory system, the phonatory system, the vocal folds, and the articulatory system how to work together in sync, okay? And we're just, we're warming up the voice, getting it ready to speak with intent in conversation. The next part of a warm-up for the reading, so let's say you're in the car, you don't have a book to read. You want to pick something that you know very well. It can be a prayer, the Pledge of Allegiance, an old college fight song, something that you know very well, a poem. You could also do some where we name the months of the year, you could do the months of the year. There's just lots of different options, but the key to this is it shouldn't be something that you have to think too much about. So when you get to the reading exercise, and we're not really reading, you're choosing something that makes you talk a lot, but you don't have to think too much about it. So let's do the Pledge of Allegiance, and if you're joining us from another country, just turn down the volume and you do the pledge for your country. We're going to do the pledge 3 times. Ready? Speak out. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. So we picked the pledge because a lot of people know that by memory. Let's do it again. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Every word we're speaking out. One more time. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, so just reciting something that you know very well. And that's it. That's the warm-up. So if I look at my clock right now, that was 10 minutes. And that's what you do before you go out to dinner or have an important meeting. That's it. That's all it takes. 10 minutes. All right, now I'm going to take you through our e-library. If you are working with a Speak Out provider, then you received a workbook with us. If you're in the United States, we shipped you a workbook. And if you're outside of the United States, you have access to the e-library. And everyone in the U.S. has access to this also. Now, I want to give you some ideas for how you can practice. So we're going to move down to the flashcards, okay? And we're going to go to the photo cards. I just click on this, and then they're going to open up. And we'll make it full screen. Okay. The way to work on this, and what we're doing is we are working on speaking with intent in conversation. We use the workbooks and the flashcards just as guides for you to make up more material. So let me show you what I mean. Go ahead and name the picture with intent. Okay, so you said, that's a cat. Say that again with intent. That's a cat. Now, I want you to spell the word cat and speak out with every letter. Go ahead. Now, spell it 3 times. Spell the word cat 3 times and you're speaking out. Go ahead. Were you being deliberate when you spelled? It should be C-A-T. Let's do that 3 times. Ready? With lots of control and purpose. Ready? C-A-T. 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 We're practicing speaking with intent without the words in front of us. Now I want you to make up a sentence with the word cat. Say every word with intent. Now I want you to spell the word cat 3 times backwards with lots of intent. Ready? T-A-C. 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 Very good. Now tell me what category, okay, and say it with intent, what category would a cat be in? We could say animals or household pets. I want you to name other types of animals that would be appropriate to have as pets, okay? Animals that are appropriate to have for household pets, name them with intent. Go ahead. Okay, now notice I've only shown you one flashcard, but we've spelled the name forward and backward, we've made up a sentence, we've turned it into categories. Now what I want to ask you, and just answer with intent, do you have a cat or did you ever have a cat? Do you have other pets? If you wanted to have a cat, where could you go to get one? Go ahead and answer in a complete sentence, really concentrating on every single word with intent. I'm going to ask you another question. I want you to name 3 places where you could buy cat food. And now, I want you to think of one of those places, and I want you to give me directions from your house to that store where you might go buy cat food. Be very specific as you give me the directions and say every word with intent. I receive so many letters and emails talking about how somebody can do the speak out exercises, but they have trouble transitioning their intentional speech into conversation. The e-library is here to help you with that. If you can do the exercises, what we just did right now, and really concentrate and use intent, then your conversational speech will be better. Let's try one more. We have time for one more. Let's see what the next picture is. Ooh, okay, asparagus. Asparagus. Go ahead and spell asparagus with intent. Every letter with intent. Go ahead. How about spelling asparagus twice with intent? Really, lots of control, very purposeful. Go ahead, spell the word asparagus twice with intent. I want you to make up a sentence with the word asparagus. I'm not even going to try to spell the word asparagus backwards, but you could do that, and that would really make you have to think while you're speaking out. I want you to name some other vegetables. Okay, think of a farmer's market or your grocery store. Just name some other vegetables with intent. All right, now we'll change it. We're going to make it a little bit more challenging. I only want you to name green vegetables. Think of green vegetables and say each one with intent. Now I want you to name 3 places where you could buy asparagus and tell me, how much do you think it would cost to buy one bunch or one bundle of asparagus? 3 places you could buy it, and how much do you think it would cost? Really concentrate, say every word with intent. And last part. Think of one of the places you would buy asparagus and give me directions from your house or where you live to the place to go buy some asparagus. I hope I'm giving you some ideas for how you can practice speaking with intent in conversation. Let's end today's session doing Dr. Boone's words. We'll say each one twice. Ready? Gula ganga ga. Gula ganga ga. Ready? Next one. Kuka mangu ka. Kukamanguka. Next one. Gangla. Gangla. And the last one. Kukla. Kukla. Since we don't have reading material to upload to our website, we're going to put a document there that gives you lots of what we call extra speak out activities. It is those activities that help you transition your intentional speech to real life conversation. So download this extra speak out I'm doing this a lot today. Download the extra speak out activities handout and then practice. Thank you for joining me today. I will be back on Monday.